mute to include the audio first. There you are, you should have a box now.
Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to make sure you actually can hear me on the stream.
Halfway, I'm going to take a wild guess that it was probably you joined the party after I sent you an invite, and that's when it crashed for me.
Yeah, it seemed to be like a second I joined. It's just completely
it does
lost
that
the plot.
sometimes. We have problems when we're doing playing FIFA and stuff, and people join it. It's right. Okay, so the stream's back up and running. We're in a party. Everything is fine. I'm loaded back in, so I think we can just.
And I checked, and the stream can hear me, so I think we're all good.
Excellent. Okay, so we're okay to go then. Apologies to Admiral, who I basically stopped talking to halfway through a sentence. He disappeared, so apologies to Admiral for that. We pretty much got everything said, so there we go. Carsey, thank you very much for joining me.
No problem.
So you're actually quite fresh, having raced here at Qatar on Thursday.
Yes, I am, yeah.
So it should be good having you with me tonight. You were a bit of a wizard on your tyres on Thursday, if memory serves me right. So could be interesting to have your view, because a lot of people won't be able to do that amount. I can't remember the exact amount of laps it is. Is it 29? And I think you did 14 and 15.
Yeah, I did 14 and 15, yeah.
14 on the mediums is a really, really long stint. So, you did really, really well to make that happen. I'm not expecting too many people to be doing that tonight, if I'm honest. But the one stop is absolutely the way to go, isn't it? There is no the pit lane is too big, long a pit stop to two stop here.
So like my 14 lap stint in the mediums, I wouldn't advise that at all. It's just I didn't know, and the 3-4 guys behind me did know that hard medium is far superior to medium hard at this track.
Yeah.
So when I noticed that they were all doing that, I thought the only way I can have a chance to stay in it, like they're going to catch me anyways, so I may as well just try to make sure my hards are as good as I physically can by the time they catch me, because I know they're going to. So like it wasn't the fastest way of going around, it just meant that I could defend from them better at the end, which worked out for me. So I'd say probably if you're doing medium, you only want 10 or 11 laps on them, really.
I don't know why it is so superior to go hard medium.
I don't know.
It's very strange that. But so
we'll
see what people do tonight. I'm sure there will be some variation through the field.
The reason I think it's so much stronger is because hards just don't seem to lose any pace when they were. So once you pit off the mediums onto the hards, you're not actually getting much of an undercut because you're going about the same pace as the guys that are on the older hards. Because I think I undercutted Tolu by 4 laps, and I gained I think like 1.5 seconds. So I think that would be why. Whereas when you're on the mediums at the end, you do actually have that pace advantage. So I think that probably is why. But I could be wrong. It could just be the game being stupid and just deciding that that's going to be the case.
Yeah, I must admit, I was doing. I've got 2 different. I've got 4 races this week, but I'm only doing 2 different tracks. So I've got. I got 3 races at Brazil and 5 races. I got 3 races at Brazil and 2 at Spa. And I noticed at Spa, the tyre compounds are C4 on the softs, C3 on the mediums, and C1 on the hards.
Right. Okay.
Which is really odd because they're usually consecutive, aren't they? It's usually 4-3-2.
I always remember Portimao was like the only track that was the case on. So it's interesting. I didn't know that there was now more tracks now.
Spa's the only one I've noticed, if I'm honest. So it's just something to keep an eye on, I suppose, because obviously the hards. That means the hards run at 105 degrees compared to the mediums 95, which is a big gap. So that is
pretty crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Meanwhile, we should probably get on to the qualifying. So, Tolu fastest at the moment. He's already retired out. James in third has already retired out, and Admiral in sixth. They're all feeling pretty comfortable, and I think they probably are. In all fairness, just looking down, Gunner's just completed a lap, Carson. He's only gone P11. So
Gunner's the championship leader, isn't he?
yes, he is at the moment. Yeah.
That's so, I mean, honestly, it's just kind of testament to the strength of the field, because 22.5 in Q1 isn't bad. Like,
no, it's not.
It's not a bad lap.
I just wonder if Admiral on a 22.2. I think he's going to be fine. I think he will be fine.
I think he'll be all. I do think he'll be all right there.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if he wasn't.
Barry's just invalidated with Falcao now. So he's just heading into the fast right-handers, which in qualifying is easily flat out. And even the left-hander following the right-handers is flat out in quali, isn't it? And it's you just gear down sort of thing. That's why I just gear down.
You can do it gearing down, but it's so doable to do just in seventh, but it is more risky. It's a little bit faster, but you are going to risk invalidation, whereas if you go down to sixth, you're probably pretty much never going to invalidate it.
Well, maybe I'll give it a go. I just thought the revs dropped a bit too much in seventh, so it's better to gear sixth, you see, but maybe not then. I'll give it a go in seventh next time I do the track.
No, definitely in the race you want sixth.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it depends on what
you've got to lift in the you've got to lift in the race a bit, haven't you? So it's it does obviously depend on your wings. So, mind you are a man that says you take the right-hander Australia flat out. The
right-hander?
Is it turn 6-ish? 7, something like that?
Which one's before the long straight?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't take that flat out. No.
You take that flat out?
No.
No. I knew you were lying to me. You definitely told me that before. By the way.
I just said it for a laugh, I don't know. And maybe an F1-24, was it?
No, it's a Tuesday's game. It was it wasn't even that long ago. But anyway, all right. That's how. Now I know that I've got to pick and choose what is telling me the truth on things or not. Hello, Whale. Whale says hello in the chat. Robin 23.6 in P18. For those that obviously wouldn't have known, Avi's DSQ'd. That's because he's got a qualifying ban that he's serving this week. So that's served and could be ticked off. So thank you for that, Avi.
And that was on.
Yeah, that's better.
Two lap worn tires already. So
yeah,
that's pretty solid. Well, I suppose it's one lap then one cool down. But
cool down lap. Yeah, he stayed out and did another lap. So yeah, that's he clearly then did make a mistake on the first run. Yeah, with Ozers now. Who's just heading into the slow right left-hander before the end of sets of 2.
It was a very nice exit.
Yeah, it was. Oza, I don't know about you guys, he must be on the list for potential biggest improved driver of the season. He's just a completely different driver to what he was in the first season on this year's game.
Oh yeah. It was only towards the end, Thursday was last year, where he really picked the pace up massively. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Like Ozer's really I was teaching him a few things, and he really actually clearly cares and pays attention to what I'm telling him. It's not like he's just kind of happy to drive a more comfortable way that he's already driving, even though it's slower. You know what I mean? Like he's not scared to really try stuff and listen to what he's told. So that's that's the mindset that's conducive to the improvement that he's seen. Like it's really good to see.
That's good. Chris is gone P2, and this is a man that's been generally qualifying around the 10th place spot recently.
Oh.
So that's a really strong first session from Chris. Let's go to D kit, because I suppose Q1 we need to concentrate on the guys that are a bit further down the field at the moment.
Good speed.
So, yeah. I'm going to ask you to do the Hilly Hot Lap tonight, by the way, because as I said, you drove this on Thursday. I haven't driven Qatar for a long time, so...
Yeah, Thursday is the first time. Thursday Q1 was the first time I've driven Qatar in this game, except for time trial a week after the game came out for WR sign-ups, so...
Yeah.
Going into it, I wasn't fresh, but coming out of it, I definitely am now.
So as we can't call it a hilly hot lap, I know we've had this conversation before.
Oh,
I can't
yeah,
actually
we
remember
have.
what we called it.
I think we just kind of gave up on thinking of a good name
Can't
for
think
it.
of anything that sort of
I
goes
think
with
maybe
Carsey.
someone in the chat maybe came up with a good one, but we definitely couldn't.
Yeah, so anyone out there listening, if you could think of like, so I call mine a hilly hot lap. If you can think of anything that goes with Carsey, for us doing an on-board sort of lap with in qualifying with someone, just switching to Gregory. D-Kit's gone P15 with that lap. Although he's gone P15, he's a good half a second quicker than 16th.
Yeah.
So, but that is Watson at the moment, who you would fully expect to get through Q1. So
absolutely, he's about to start the lap now, so I'll keep an eye on what kind of pace he's on for.
I'm just with Gregory at the moment, who's currently P30, and he's coming out the final corner.
He was the race winner last race, wasn't
He was, yeah. He won at Shanghai.
Is he?
Cruised by quarter of a second, moves up to P8.
Is he?
So let's go to Watson.
What's the word? Is he like up there usually, or was that kind of a shock win?
He's usually in the top 10,
But not,
or fighting for top 10s, but not usually winning the race. He's fully capable of top 5s as well. Yeah. So I would say he's always got an outside chance of a podium, but a race win, that was a hell of a win. He'll tell you himself there's a bit of luck involved with safety car, but you need that sometimes. So when there's no safety cars in that, it's going to be the fastest guys that tend to win the races. So,
I will say I would be very shocked if anyone can properly challenge Tolu this week, because he was quicker than me on Thursday. So
yeah,
he's got some pace at this track. Like
he's clearly got the pace from what we saw on Thursday, and of course he's got that advantage of having raced it on Thursday.
Exactly, he's got the consistency.
A lot of the field haven't. So
here comes Watson.
Yeah. He's going to improve up to P12.
Not quite what I would have expected from him, but I'd say
no.
I mean, I don't know.
In recent times, he's been. Yeah, I mean, in recent times, he's been up front row or front area of the grid. In fact, on Sunday, I got a pole position on Sunday, and he was P2. So
I mean, he's a race winner on Tuesdays, isn't he? He won Monza.
He is.
A while back.
Yeah, he did.
You wouldn't be expecting to see him, in a battle to get out of Q1.
No, I think that is testament to just how tight this grid is now. That Steersey's been pretty awesome in giving up his.
Karma reduced goes P6. That's fantastic.
It's a great lap.
Yeah. Falcao now coming up the last corner as well.
Keep us updated with that. I'm just on with Josh at the moment.
Yeah. We did wide in the last corner, but he should be fine. He had enough pace. Yeah, his time going into it was more than good enough.
Another driver you wouldn't. Oh, the checkered flag is out as well, by the way. So these are the last attempts.
Josh is invalid.
Josh, unfortunately, has invalidated. He's 4 attempts up, so he might have been able, with a good final sector, to challenge Barry, who's in the danger zone.
We got Akit Cave now coming to start the last sector. He's, I think, what was it, 4 attempts up?
At this point, we'll see
what his sector space split is here now. We need to find a little bit more. It's a 3 attempts
up. So at the moment, I'll just put him ahead of Josh.
Yeah. There's always a chance his previous lap struggled specifically in the last sector.
Exactly, we didn't see it, so we may have had an issue in the final sector.
Looks pretty strong. Let's see.
Nice through the final corner.
Like 22 perhaps. 23-0.
23-0. So stayed about 3 tenths improvement. Did go ahead of Josh. Although Josh was improving as well before invalidating. We've just got Ryan, but he's not actually on a lap. He's just driving back to the pits. So that is it for Q1. So Tolu through fastest, which I don't think that's that much of a surprise, not seeing his place on Thursday. But Chris in a fantastic P2. We'll see if he can keep that throughout quali. But the story of Q1 is always the guys that unfortunately are in the drop zone. So it's going to be D-Kit, Kev, Josh, Robin, and as we know, Avi serving his qualifying ban. So that's who we're losing at the end of Q1. Well done to Barry getting through.
I think Barry runs no assist too. I could be wrong on that. I think he
He
runs
does,
no
and
assists.
in all fairness, he does usually make it through Q1, Barry. He's been qualifying recently around the sort of 12th place spot. So,
Yeah. I
yeah,
watch Barry drive. Like, if I watch him on board, I think he's brilliant.
yeah,
To
he
be
is a
honest,
very good driver.
just watching him drive, I'm shocked he isn't, up at the top just by how it looks. But yeah, I'm a big Barry fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Big Barry. That's going to catch on. Big Barry.
Big Barry. Yeah. Top 15 win a second, is it? Yeah. Top 15 win a second of each other is fantastic, like, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really tight. I mean, to be that far down the fields and still within a second, that is
I know
super tight.
you'd be
And you
fuming a
can
bit, like.
guarantee that a lot of those drivers didn't do their best laps there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Absolutely. You'd be fuming like you're within a second of first and you're out in Q1, like,
yeah,
what's going on here?
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Watson is not. Sorry, who was it? P16? D-Kit, wasn't it? He's knocked out and he's 1.1 off of pole. You know, if only real life was like that.
I mean, it is. It is. Last year, it was last year.
I don't think
we
it's going
saw.
to be this year, mate. I think it's
No,
it's
no,
going to
God,
be
no, it's not going to be.
so big, the gaps. I think
Yeah.
I'm a little
Some
bit
teams
worried
will
for
in
it.
some teams won't. But that's how it always
Um,
is. That's how it was 2014. Not so much
yeah,
2017. Start of 2022, it was like that. It's just.
I know that we can. Yeah, I've said this myself every single year while I've been doing comms and the season's approaching. I know we shouldn't pay too much attention to pre-season testing, as I know you've said in a TikTok I think you did or something. But there are some things in pre-season testing, like the top speeds, which are
And like
ridiculously different.
Aston Martin not being able to do more than 26 laps without the car blowing up, like that's very
Yeah,
telling.
that is
Regardless of what.
seriously worrying.
Yeah.
I wonder if it carries on like that for far in, by the time we get to like race 5, 6, say by the time we reach Monaco or something like that, and it's still doing it, I can see Fernando Alonso just saying no.
Just walking
I've had
out.
enough. Yeah, I've had enough. I'm
There,
retiring.
apparently, there's talk that they're not even gonna compete in Australia. They're just gonna do the formation lap and pack up.
Goodness me! Wow.
Yeah.
For
That's something from the 90s.
Was it
like
2 or 3 seasons ago? They were competing at the front.
Yeah.
They were competing for
They've
podiums.
got the best
to,
wind
what was
tunnel
it,
in the world.
Yeah.
It's just. I think it's just mainly the Honda engine. Obviously, Aston Martin themselves don't have much of a say over it. Just isn't capable of sustaining high revs right now, which is kind of an issue.
That's it. So, Carsey, we are at the start of Q2. Ozers is out first, so I can ask you to go on board with Ozers, the same as me, and do the hilly hop lap for me. He's just coming round to the penultimate corner, so I'll let you take control.
Yeah,
Slow down,
very,
Ozers.
very, very difficult to get your tyres up to a temperature in this track on night lap, with obviously there being no sun beating down the track, so it's likely the front tyres are still a little bit cold for Ozers right now. Turn 1, you want to hug the outside brake just after the 50-metre board, which he does quite nicely there. Down to 4th. Needs to be maybe a bit more aggressive on the throttle on the exit. And then hold 5th for the left after it. Once you get in that exit, the car will stick. You can go full throttle there fine. Burn your ERS. You want to go down to 6th gear for this double right-hander, and once you initially slow down, you can just run full throttle the entire rest of the way through. Ozer's not quite confident enough for that. He just starts off a little bit, but that's fine. Herpin here, 3rd or 2nd gear corner, 2nd for the rotation, but you really want to be on 3rd in the exit. And once again, it's just a case of hugging the outside line, under braking for every corner, because rotation is so important here. Drive on the curb in the exit, this is flat here, and then you want to use just that lip of track that goes to the right as your braking reference for this one, a light tap, and very early in the throttle using that outside curve, the car will grip on it for the exit. All these right-handers flat out, but you want to go off the overtake ERS for it, not only for, you don't want to be going too fast to go straight on it, but also you're going to be scrubbing so much speed off your tyres and they're going to heat up massively for the final part. Just goes wide there in the penultimate corner, just turned in too early, had to go out of it, so that's validated the lap for him, but it'll be a nice It'll be a nice delta for him to have at least. Looks like that was on old tyres anyway, considering the lap looked quite clean, and it was a 0.7, so there's a lot more to come from Moses for sure.
Absolutely. So that Karma goes fastest, followed by Barry going fastest, well into third.
We won't be happy about that.
Those two, they'll enjoy seeing their names coming up at the top, I'm sure. Gregory goes third. Chris goes fourth.
Look at the gaps here. Look at these gaps. And Moses got points down himself, so he would have been better with him too. That's 4 tenths between the 6 drivers.
Yeah, a couple more drivers coming over. Admiral goes P2 on a 22.4. I think the other car's driven into the pits. So, on board with Rapid now. Yeah, I would say to the people out there watching, they're almost certainly all on used tyres on the first runs of P2. So, I think, I certainly for myself, I can say I'd prefer to get a delta down first before going for my actual lap on the fresh tyres. So, whereas you just generally get through on your old tyres in a way. Yeah.
But you know, if I'm racing in a tournament against some of the other top guys, I'd be doing I'd absolutely be getting a delta down with not even. I mean, I don't particularly care for having a delta to compare myself against. Sometimes if I do time trial, I'll just turn it off because I don't want to look at it. But just having a lap that could be the difference between maybe 12 and 15 could just be very important by itself. You know, because this track is so hard to overtake, so the difference between qualifying 12th and 15th or 13th and 15th could actually end up being quite a big point swing because it's so hard to make moves.
Absolutely. Steersy in the chat. Carsey, what a man you are. Hi, Hilly.
Oh, thanks, Joseph.
Yeah. Carsey's mic sounds like nutsacks. Okay.
That's just the thing. On Xbox streams, isn't it? Like the other person in the party, their mic crackles a bit, so there's nothing you can really do about it. It's not because like it sounds fine to you, doesn't it? Like, you know?
Yeah. I just wonder because I have my headphones turned up to the absolute max, so I wonder if it's partly it might come through on mine a little bit.
I think it's just crackling, which just is a thing, unfortunately. Xbox
not
party
much we can do about it, unfortunately. Rapid there, setting down a time 21.6.
Going to be first of the new tyre runners. Actually, I don't think it is, because if you look, it says 2 laps next to his tyres.
No, he invalidated the first one.
So I think
but he had enough time to get his
set.
energy back, so he just went again the next lap.
Just was a fresh set effectively with 3 laps, which actually isn't a bad thing here, because those fronts do not heat up whatsoever.
Yeah.
So difficult to get them.
Good night, guys. I'm off to watch a film. Wow. I'd rather watch a film than watch this.
Is this not a movie? This is cinema, right?
This is a film. Yeah. I don't know what sort of genre, whether it be comedy or horror. I don't know.
Action, mate. Action. Here's Gunnar on a lap. Working in the second one here. Let's see. Does he keep the throttle in for the? No, he's slacking off as well. He's invalidated.
Just too much.
Gunner's having some issues here. He doesn't look particular. I wonder if he hasn't had much practice or something. But I know he opened the practice lobby himself, so. It just doesn't. He doesn't really look like his normal self, does he?
No, he's. I think he might be. Well, look, I could be completely off the mark here, but I think he might be feeling the pressure a little bit in quali. He's generally when he races, he's usually right at the top in quali. In most of his leagues, he's just been dropping down the order a bit recently, which he's not used to, and it can affect your race, obviously.
I do find if you're feeling the pressure of a race, the pressure, like the nerves will hit you during quali, but once the actual race starts, they'll completely go.
Yeah.
It's always during a quali lap you feel like the wee shakes, and you just feel like you're not quite operating to the level you could do.
Yeah, I mean for Gunnar, he look more often than not he finds himself on the front row, but in quali recently he's been qualifying anywhere between sort of 6th and 10th.
Really?
And in most of his races, and it's not because he's gotten slower, because he hasn't. It's other people around him are getting faster on the single lap pace, but he inevitably goes forward in the race every single time. Yeah. So,
on another lap
nice lap from James.
Here comes Formula. Let's see.
Who is it? Sorry, Tolu.
Totally, yeah. Coming around the last corner. Could even see a 120 here if he's on new tyres. Yeah, 121.1.
1 close.
Great lap leg.
So, let's go to Formula Fane. So, Formula Fane is a brand new driver to the league. He drove on Sunday. Was having a very good debut until some idiot come and hit him at turn 1.
Was it hilly?
It might have been that hilly guy. Yeah. In all fairness, I didn't actually do anything wrong. It was just an unfortunate come together.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was China, and you know what turn 1's like at China.
I'm not looking forward to that on Thursday.
No, I love China. I love it so much.
I haven't done a single race of it since the start of F1 2021.
Yeah.
I just don't do it every week because I just hate it so much. Every year, sorry. I just can't stand it. I do it every week.
So, on Sunday, Formula Fane, I'm pretty sure he qualified top 10 reasonably comfortably. I was not driving Sunday, so I don't pay too much attention. I just tend to care where I am. And then, as I say, he was having a strong race in a weather hit race. It was on Sunday, so he went P7 there momentarily. Somebody else just jumped up ahead of him. That was a Ferrari. In fact, both Ferraris go ahead of him into 4th and 5th. So I've just remembered, Carsey, last week we had a WAOF1-Tuesday-Rd in quali.
In quali, yeah. I heard about that. It was the talk of the time.
It literally, it was the stuff of legends. Wow. I don't think that's ever happened before. In WAOF1. So yeah, we'll see if they can do it again tonight. But
is he pushed it?
No.
Is he RS?
What was that? Sorry. Oh, you've left. You've dropped out the session. Carsey? Ah, yeah. I will. There you are. There's an invite. Yeah, absolutely. About time for it to happen. Maybe there's some Xbox issues tonight because I had the problem with the party when you joined initially, and yeah. My only worry is that I'm the lobby host, so the fact that I had to turn off means it's gone to whoever was second into the lobby, which is usually hopefully it's Gunnar, because he's got nice strong internet, so that won't be an issue. I've not experienced it. There was one race where it looked like I got one, but it actually turned out to be an issue with the lights not going out for some people. So, well, look, Kelsey, I am genuinely the worst starter ever on this game, and like Sunday for the feature race, because we did reverse grid, I was P8 off on the grid, and I dropped to 16th. Now, yeah, it's definitely me. But when those lights didn't go out for some people, I thought I got the greatest start of all time. Oh my god, I've actually launched for once. Oh no, it turns out people's lights didn't go out. Oh, brilliant. I was, honestly, I gained something like 4 or 5 positions. I thought I'd proper launched. Because I did actually get a really good reaction time, and I thought, and it seemed pretty nice on the accelerating. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I was so wrong. I'll have to work out, because that was 8 places on Sunday, and I definitely lost positions off all my other races off the start last week. So I reckon across the week, 4 or 5 races, I must have lost about 20 positions off the start overall. So Craig React the final corner, 22-1, improves 4 attempts, goes P10, so he's now the man to beat for all those below the safety line. Admiral 21, no, he's not on a lap at the moment. I think he's just completed. I think he's heading back to the pits. Or doing it. No, I expect he's doing a cool down lap because we only got a minute and a half left of the session. So you would think so, wouldn't you? Yeah, unless he's just doing another run on an old set, maybe just as a I don't know, practice or whatever. I don't know. James doesn't always get that much running in before quali, so perhaps he just fancies an extra lap. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can confirm that. I definitely use 6 myself through the double right-hander. I don't know if I could do it without a slight lift on the second one though, but oh, that's what it is. Teammate games going on. So as Gregory retires out, having reached back to the pits, he's the man in trouble. Falco's out the final corner and improves 8 attempts up to P4. So he is improving, and he goes P10. So yeah, Gunner's invalidated. Watson is Watson is invalidated. Fane is on a lap. Ryan is still 4 attempts up through Q sector 2. Sorry, Barry's into the final corner. I didn't have a split time for him. Just was a bit wide of the apex on the final corner, wouldn't have helped. It's a good time. He goes P8. He goes ahead of Gunner. Oh, Ryan doesn't. He drops a little bit in the final sector. Somebody else did just jump up. Gunner's in 10th. Formula Fane is, yeah, he doesn't need any more time. He's actually got about 3 attempts in the bank here. So Fane across line improves by half a second at the P8. I don't know who the other driver it was that jumped up in between there, but I saw Barry go up, but somebody jumps up immediately after. No idea. Absolutely. Oh, I think it was Admiral, actually. I think it was Admiral. So, yeah, Gunner out. What a moment. Real shock. No shock in Tolu being fastest again, and James continuing his strong quali form this season in P2. Both Ferraris through once again, and both Alpines through this week. Formula Fane is reserving, of course, but still both Alpines through. I think that's the only teams that got both drivers through. And unfortunately we lose then. Gunner, Karma, Ryan, Watson and Gregory. Didn't quite get onto the instant screen, but yeah. So, wow, what a turnaround at Sauber. So Barry knocks out his championship leading teammate Gunner. Incredible. Oh, Carson, you've just disconnected again. Okay. I've sent you an invite so that you've got it. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Right, so into Q3 we go. Pole position shootout. First out on track is going to be a Mercedes, which must be Admiral. That's the sole remaining Mercedes. So I think at the moment I would say Tolu would be favourite to take the pole position here, but you never quite know. Very easy to invalidate hit round here at Qatar, so certainly James was close though. And Chris having a very strong quality tonight so far. That's in the back of my mind saying he does rather love this track, so maybe that's our reason. So Admiral Suat's first. Now some drivers will have 2 sets of fresh softs to go with. Other drivers may just have the one. So Falcao joined. I didn't actually see him drop out, so apologies Falcao. If I'd have seen you drop out I would have sent an invite. Let's just wait for the Mercedes to come round. So Ferrari behind on the lap, must be Ozu as well, still in the pits. He's actually just moved out the garage now, so he's on his way down the pit lane. A couple of drivers still sat in the pits are Rapid and Falcao. Obviously Falcao's just joined back, so that explains that one. Rapid choosing just to be a bit later out. Here we go, out the final corner then. DRS open. Keep the car to the left. Ready for turn 1. Really throw it in an attack. It was a little wide on the apex. I don't think he'd be over the moon with that first corner. And again, attack the left-hander. I must admit I used 5th through that one. And a bit of overtake. It takes us up now to the double right. So you heard Carsey saying it should be taking this in 6th really. Yeah, he's backed out here, Admiral. Just a couple of mistakes in the first few corners, and so if he backs out now, he can go again. So, sorry, Ozus was next on the lap, so let's go to Ozus. Up through the right then get the car over to the right-hand side, brake down. Because sometimes we're a little unstable through under-braking into that left-hander, so I think that may have just happened there for Ozus as he just drifted wide of the apex slightly. Flat through the series of right. So Ozus 21.7. Sorry guys, my battery's died in my controller. Is anything else going to happen tonight? Anything at all? Barry's gone 22.0 into P2. Admiral 32.0. Obviously we saw that wasn't a proper lap. Formula Fein invalidated. I didn't quite get to Tolo in time, but that's the first one into the 20s. So 120.8. Rapid on the lap here. Whale is invalidated. Let's stick with Rapid. Slow right-hander, but you'd get on the power so early. Carries the car over to the left-hand side, flat through the right. Get the car over to the right-hand side. Use plenty. Use all of the track. Plenty of curb on the inside. Then over to the left-hander, ready to start through the right-handers. The trick to these right-handers is flat out, but use as little steering input as you can to carry as much speed through the corners. That's where pad players may struggle a bit with corners like that, because it's difficult to put the correct amount of input. Then through the final corner to the line, 121.5. Just got to get Carsey back in. It looks like he's turned back on. Not that he's showing online for me. There he is. So, right then, so at the moment, Tolu... Oh! What was that? Did we see a spin? We did. Falcao, his round on his run. That was through the fast right-handers. A different place to have a spin. Hello, you're back. Are you actually in the lobby? I didn't see your name come up.
Not yet, I'm joining.
Ah, okay. Okay, as Falcao spins through the fast right-handers. In a moment, Tolu on pole, he is into the 20s, 120.8. Rapid in P2, 7 attempts back. Whale invalidated. Well, I think that's a second lap in a row, actually. I think that was a second attempt. So at the moment,
Here I am.
only 5 drivers actually getting the time on the board so far. Chris and James on outlaps. Mercedes in front is Admiral, and I'm going to think he's peeling off into the pits. So yeah, he's getting out of Chris's way. Chris onto a lap.
20.8 from Tolu. Wow.
Yeah, nice lap indeed.
I think he did a 0.7 or 0.6 on Thursday, so he still has time in it. Like.
Yeah, I don't think he'll need it though. I think for Tuesday's purposes, I think that's good enough for pole.
Is he just a Qatar merchant? Like
maybe I don't know. No, he is fast, Tolu. In all fairness, he's fast everywhere. I don't think he's the best of luck.
Everywhere, but he's not.
Yeah,
I've raced against him a couple of times before. He's not that, like, he's fast, but he's not that fast. You know what I mean? He's not like.
Yeah, we all have our favourite tracks, so perhaps Qatar is. But yeah, he's just, to be honest, he's not got the results that he perhaps deserves through the season because of just pure bad luck. To be honest with you, he's just been unlucky.
That happens.
And we see it happen again there. That
big
left-hander.
Mistake,
It's dodgy under brake.
I'd like to see what Chris's brake bias is. Maybe it's like 50 for that.
Yeah.
Because you're barely touching the brake, so you shouldn't be locking at all. But if the bias is too far to that direction, that must be why. Like it just otherwise doesn't make sense why that's even possible.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a lock-up, if I'm honest with you. But I just find the cars.
It definitely was a lock-up. I just don't know. His brake bias must be all out of whack.
Yeah.
For that to happen, it really must have been.
So James invalidated about 6 times on that lap, so he's back to the pits. So the first runs are completed. Only 5 drivers managed to get a legitimate lap on the board.
A difficult track.
Yeah, that is it's Q3. Everybody's pushing to their limits. That it happens.
And Thursday, I only got 1 lap in.
Yeah.
In Q3. Just my final lap. That was it.
Admiral choosing to be first out again. He seems to be coming out with enough time that if he was to invalidate the first one, he can go again.
He can, yeah.
It does depend where you invalidate, because if you invalidate the penultimate corner, you ain't gonna have no battery left. So it's just.
But I would want my last run to, have as little fuel in the car. Maybe I'm a first or second run or whatever, then sure. But in my last run, I'm gonna be putting minimum fuel in and burning as much as I can on the outlaps. So.
Yeah.
I'm as fast as physically possible, but it means you don't have another try. But for me, for the last run, you got to go for it. Where's the fun in being safe in your last run?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone out on track at the moment? Nobody leaving the garage just yet, so it looks like all the others are just going to gamble all on one run.
He could end up in a lot of traffic here from the timing of this, because everyone will just be leaving the pits as he approaches.
I wonder if he notices that, if he just keep the engine switch, the ERS switch down and say, actually, I'll do another outlap.
And just do 2 outlaps, yes. Yeah, I mean, maybe, I think 2 outlaps would be good here, because the tyres don't really wear much if you're taking it fairly slowly, and you'd actually be able to heat the fronts up, because I find turn 1's just always crazy understeer. Here he goes, though.
Yeah. Well, he's not switched.
He will be in traffic. Yeah, he will be in traffic.
He switched to overtake until he was basically on the line.
I like to wait a wee bit, but not that long. Not that long.
Yeah, look, a bit understeery through turn 1. It's.
That's just the front right's probably 72 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Just something real low.
Just not getting the grip.
But thankfully, turn 1 going wide's kind of okay there. The wide lines. You can carry.
Oh! Well, he'd definitely be going again on the next lap.
Fronts are too hot, fronts are too cold, rears are too hot. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, perhaps he can
first
hear us.
then?
Perhaps we just put him right off. I don't know. But,
James is first up.
right,
He needs up here. He knows he has good pace.
in his pink RB.
Yeah, I don't
Pink and white.
I don't
He
even
looks
know how
like,
you get the.
He looks like a refresher.
He does. I don't even know how you get the one-off liveries in this game.
It's through the events. You got to do the events.
I don't think I've ever opened that.
No, nor have I. I just noticed somebody else talking about it. That's how I know.
Here we go, James. He's very late in the ERS too.
Yeah, perhaps I'm gonna have to take note of this car because I usually stick it on as soon as I get out of the final corner. But
I wait a wee. I wait until the curb ends on the left. That's when I would start using it. Really nice turn one for James, though.
Yeah,
really nice. I mean, I would personally do it in fifth gear, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm the same. I prefer fifth gear through 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And like you, sick through this double right-hander personally.
Yeah, let's see. He's holding the sixth, but he turned in too early. He had to go out of the steering, and that meant he didn't get the speed that he needed to carry through it. But it was okay, and that hairpin was really nice too. Very, very smooth in the exit.
Obviously, one of the drivers that didn't get a run on the first board, so we don't have a delta to compare to. But
it looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
again,
never mind.
The little.
See, his brake bias is too high, and he locked the front, so he got understeer.
Yeah. So I could hear the lock.
Needs to be somewhere in the middle, like 53 or something.
Yeah, I generally sort of 52 or 53 is what I use in qualifying, but I think around here, purely because of that corner, I think 53 is the better one to go.
Yeah. I think 53 is about right. In the race, I use really high brake biases because, it's a good lap, because all these tracks are so rear limited with tyre wear that I just put the bias where.
Yeah. I always put turn mine up. I don't generally go above 58%, but
here comes Ozers, fourth. That's all right. I think it might be a wee bit disappointing.
I got Admiral coming out the final corner, 3 tenths up. Through
here comes Wheel. What's Wheel got? Looks like everyone will have a lap.
Admiral goes P6. Whale P6 goes ahead. Formula Fane. There's somebody else I think Rapid as well. Rapid doesn't improve, but Formula Fane
goes to fourth.
P4.
Oh, very good.
And our pole sitter is not.
And here comes Tulu.
His laps, so
no, he's not. Yeah.
I think he's made a mistake early in the lap because he's 22 seconds down. A little misty. So it's pole position as predicted, really, for Tolu.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at the others when they come up, but. Strong pole position, and as we say, governed by his pace on Thursday, his strong race pace as well. He's definitely a clear favourite here, but we'll see what James and Falcao and the lights can do about that. So James P2, Falcao and 3, Formula Fane, brilliant P4 from Formula Fane on his Tuesday debut. Ozer's still up there in P5, Rapid 6. We'll do all of them on the formation lap in a way as we do the grid rundown. There's the instance, nothing really to write home about. So as usual now, guys, we just have a quick 5-minute break. So I'm going to make a coffee, Carsey. What are you doing?
I might get a bowl of cereal.
A bowl of cereal.
I'm feeling really hungry. Nah, Frosties.
Frosties, fair enough.
I'm really hungry. I just ate dinner, but I'm really hungry, so I think I'll do that.
Is that slightly racist of me saying like Lucky Charms seems it's got a leprechaun on it and you're Irish?
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. No, I kind of forgot I was Irish.
I just said it. Yeah, sorry. You kind of forgot you were Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it was, it was thinly veiled and definitely not on purpose, so I apologise. But
no problem.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Then ready for the formation laps. So see you in a bit. Right, A's back. I don't know if Carsey's got a cereal yet. Right then, okay. So, as usual guys, once the formation that comes on, we'll do the grid rundown and look through the tyres for the strategy. And perhaps Carsey can explain what he thinks is going on. So here comes the formation lap. So, first of all then, let's do the grid rundown. So Tolu starts on pole with James alongside in 2. Falcao in 3 with Formula Fane starting in a brilliant P4. Ozer starts 5 with Rapid in 6. Whale starts 7, Admiral alongside in 8. Chris started 9 with Barry, rounding out the top 10. Superb quality performance from Barry. Gunnar starts P11, our championship leader, with Karma reduced in P12. Ryan starts 13 with Watson alongside in 14. Gregory and Deekit make up the 8th row of the grid, while Kev starts 17 with Josh in 18. Robin starting P19 with Avi having served his qualifying ban starting at the back in P20. And as you can see, it's a mixture on the grid, pretty much a 50-50. I think it might actually be a 50-50. But no soft tyres in sight, so the top 3 start on the hards. Formula Fane and Ozers both on the mediums. Rapid on the hards, then Whale Admiral Chris on the mediums. Barry on the hards. Gunnar and Karma on the mediums. Ryan on the hards. Watson on the mediums. Gregory D-Kit on the hards. Kev on the mediums. And Josh on the hards. Robin starting the mediums, Avi on the hards from the back. Looks like Robin and Avi may have had a little coming together on the formation lap there, because they've both been DSQ'd, so they'll have cold tyres off the start. Highway track like
Never
this.
ate a bowl of cereal as fast as that in my life.
Was it Frosties?
Yeah.
Excellent. So,
Oh,
may not be the worst thing for Robin and Avi to have nice cold tyres at the start on a highway track like this, in a way. Give them a little boost. Just to clarify something, actually, Carsey, you said in Q3, so regarding the brake bias, you move it up in the race. So for people out there that don't know, the further you have it towards 50% brake bias, the more energy and the more heat goes into the rear tyres, and the further you have it towards 70%, or you're not going to go that high, but towards 60%, say, the more heat and energy goes through the front tyres, and so it obviously makes a difference to your tyre wear and tyre temperatures. There, just to clarify for those that don't know.
absolutely correct.
So they're all lined up. We've got a difference in strategies like we saw on Thursday, which is brilliant, but there's the front 3 all starting on the hards, so let's see how they all get offline. The lights are out, and the front 2 both seem to get away well, but James actually looked to me like he got the slightly better start, although Tolu is going to hold position. The Williams alongside on the outside of James is going to try and go around. Oh, just runs off track a little bit. Mike got a warning for that, but he does take the position into turn 2. So the Williams
Formula
up
Fane
into
here.
second. Formula Fane right on them as well. Oh, there's a Mercedes! That must be Admiral.
It was, yeah.
Oh, he's having a miserable time.
I don't know how he was. I saw him side by side with Ozers, and then I kind of looked away. Well, I'm gonna have a look at your stream here.
Well, yeah.
Looks like it might have. Yeah, it was Ozers. It was Ozers.
Yeah, and I think we got a VSC out, so we got some time here. Just to clarify, Avi's got a 10-second penalty, as is Admiral, for collision with each other, but that was after Admiral's spin. That wasn't the cause of it. But yeah, I think you're right. He was alongside with Ozers.
It happened in the straight, by the way.
Strange one.
Yeah,
He's not having the best of times. It went wrong for him on Sunday as well, and he's in an unlucky streak at the moment, this Admiral, it seems.
Do you not find that, though, like, genuinely, there is a period where every single race you feel like something goes wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're just thinking, well, like, why me? And then you're fine for a couple of months, and then you just get another period where that happens again.
Yeah, a couple of seasons ago in another league, it was every week. For like half a season, it was horrendous. The VSC goes out, by the way, to the point I just wanted to give up. It was so bad. But yeah, anyway, here we go. McLaren comes out to the inside. That's Chris. We're making a move on Whale on the inside of turn 1. It looks like he's going to go through, I think. Well, we'll have the inside of turn 2, and he's going to gain back. So
Racing, good racing.
Nice racing from the 2. Well done from Whale, keeping hold of the position in the end. As Ryan gets past Barry, and Barry doesn't fight back on that one. He just got a better exit.
I wonder if anyone that's starting on the mediums, did they just not watch Thursday and not know, or do they like just still think that they're they're better, because it's not even close. Like, it's actually not even remotely close. But the hard medium is just so much better. Even the first stint, the mediums aren't faster.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do prefer to go on the side of caution because of safety cars as well. It's
that's true. That's very true, actually. Yes.
Qatar is probably one of the least likely tracks to get a safety car on. Admiral's gone round, haven't come out of the pits. That tells me immediately, Carsey, that he's got other damage. He's got he's probably got rear wing.
Yeah. Complete lack of rear downforce just makes it impossible, really.
It does, yeah. So it wouldn't surprise me. To get that this early in the race, I wouldn't be shocked to see a pit lane retirement there. If he just feels he can't carry on.
Yeah. So, Ozers seems to have fallen off from the top guys. Let's see. They've all used a lot more battery on him now. They're all on like 30-20%. He's at 70. So if he had an engineer now, he'd be screaming at him to burn a bit to make sure he stays in.
Use some of the battery. Harry first to pick up the 3 seconds. He most certainly will not be the last. There'll be lots of that tonight. Hello, Bucko. Hey, Elise. Always a horrible feeling when that happens. Absolutely. So
is this a new glitch in this game where every car is just revving out all the time, or is this just me?
This lobby it's
okay.
It's happening for me as well. So it is when you're spectating. It doesn't do it all the time, but it is a glitch that unfortunately it won't stop.
Because it wasn't a problem in quali.
No,
it was fine in quali.
So
Ozers needs to burn a bit more, because this gives me anxiety the way he's just on the edge of it when he has so much more battery that he
technically
can
it's a good place to be, because he's not in a dirty air, which tends to happen from about 3/4 of a second roughly, isn't it?
I suppose DRS isn't particularly important in this track. It's one straight that isn't that long. It's not like an Austria where if you're not in DRS you're done.
Yeah. Exactly. Admiral's back to the pits, but he is coming back out on track again.
Bless him.
So he's back onto a set of mediums, but he is now
Going up to 7th, by the way. He had a good few positions.
Yeah, so he's had a good start. Mediums, so that's a good point. I haven't looked at that yet. So Gunnar up 4 places. Other good starters: Ryan up 3, Robin up 3. That's about it. A couple of place gains as well for Watson, Gregory, and D-Kit. So there we have it. So, what can we expect in this race? Well, the hard tyres are likely to be going somewhere in the region of 16-17 laps, at least, really.
So, Gupta was talking to me after Thursday. He says he did research, and maybe I shouldn't give this out in the stream in case anyone racing is listening, but lap 19 apparently is just so much better than every other pit lap on the hards.
Right, okay. Yeah.
That's what he told me after the race on Thursday. Formula Fane penalty already.
Yeah, so that's 3 seconds for Formula Fane. And fastest lap of the race from Avi. That's a massive delay in that coming up. He's already through turn 1.
Yeah, true.
Oh no, hey. Where is the start finish? No, the start finish line is in the first half of the straight. So yeah, that was a massive delay. Yeah. So the top 4 at the moment. So Tolu's pace. They are managing to stay with him, though, Carsey. So we've definitely got a battle on.
But if you look at the batteries, they're all on 30, Tolu's on 100.
Yeah, and Admiral, this lap round, does decide to retire.
Totally fair. Ozers wide and the double right. It's okay, though. Hasn't lost much.
Yeah,
Rapid's definitely chilling out there behind him.
We've got Ryan and Barry side by side through the fast right-handers. And in the end, Ryan on the outside, which always in the game seems to have the better traction for things like
Oh
that,
yeah.
being on the outside. So Ryan
Turn one
gets
on
the
this track,
place.
you almost never want to be on the inside ever. Outside is so much better. It's like the bank turns at Zandvoort, where just the grip you get on the outside is so superior to what you'll be getting on the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's just signs. Tolu is just pulled a second as Formula Fame picks up another 3 seconds. That's 6 for him
Oh, wow.
already at this early stage. Now,
Is
did
it's
Falcao get
I think
DRS? No, he didn't.
honestly I think it's just a case of the hard tires are already significantly better than the mediums, and we're going at Tolu's pace at this point, which is so fast. He's just trying everything to stay in the DRS, and it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Like Tolu's broken away now.
So just to mention, because it is quite early, the DRS detection is just outside of the penultimate corner. It's just after you exit the corner. So it is quite early compared to other tracks for that long. Well, I call it a long straight just because it is simply the longest straight on the track, obviously. But yeah, so that is going to leave Falcao vulnerable, you would feel, on the next lap round.
Yes,
as long
big
as James can keep it close. It's always a bit easier said than done keeping it close, because the way this lap finishes with the series of fast right-handers and then the fast left-hander, they are the sort
miserable.
of corners which is so easy to drift wide on when you're under dirty air. So
just miserable to try and stay close. And also, like, in the race on this track, especially if you're taking these hards 19 laps, as long as Skip is to be trusted with that.
yeah,
Those fast rights, because that your left tires are so much worse. Obviously, they're traveling more distance on the fast rights. You need to slack off. You need to get off the throttle in them. And if the guy, so like, I don't mean you need to get off the throttle to be able to make them. I mean just to save the tires, because you're gonna the speed you're taking them at, the amount of wear and temperature you get into them by just scrubbing off that speed is insane. So you need, like, you actively need to slack off. But the problem is, if the guy in front of you or behind you isn't trying to save tires, like, sure, you'll be better in the long run, but you're not going to be able to get close to them because they're not slacking off around those corners, because you don't need to be able to make it. Or if they're behind you, now they're going to be 2 tenths behind you going on to the main straight.
absolutely.
So it's very frustrating, but you do need to do it in order to keep those tires fresh, to bring them long and still have pace in them.
Yeah. Yeah, so we saw some good side-by-side racing there from Falcao and James, but Falcao did manage to hold him off, and James was pretty close going onto the straight. So Falcao may be running some low wings here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it.
Yeah, at the moment, James has around about a 50% battery advantage at this stage.
There's 3 seconds for Falcao too. He's pushing so hard.
He is, yeah. And we had 3 seconds come up for Rapid and Chris as well at one point in quick succession.
Falcao again is burning so much to try stay ahead, but
we'll go on board with James here. I'm not done too much on board running because it's annoying bloody throttle thing.
Falcao's now making a massive train here.
Yeah, James not even getting close, was he?
9th place.
Yeah, so just to bring this up, so Falcao does seem to be holding him up a little bit, because you're right, we're all the way down to 9th, and Watson, I don't think it would take too long to catch on to the back of it either. And as the mediums get more and more worn, there's every chance that Barry, Ryan, Gregory and D-Kit might catch it as well, although they do have their own battle going on, so which might slow them down a little bit. Oh, even some of the broadcast shots, I'm getting that annoying rev limiter thing when it sort of goes on board to the side of the car.
Yeah, I've got that right now.
Now, once Tolu broke the 1 second, of course, he's gone, and it's hard to see.
His pace here is insane.
Well, he's got the gap now as well already, that he can literally just wait for the guy behind him to pit and then just react to it the next lap.
And also the thing is, he can now look after his tires so fine. He's under no pressure. Falcao will feel like he can't fully. He's going to have to take those fast corners fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tolu can just relax, and every single lap he'll have more and more of a pace advantage as the lap before because he's just not pushing as hard, and ironically that will make him go faster. Every single lap that advantage will increase because he's under no pressure, and it just makes the game so much easier.
Yeah.
Just such a good position for him to be in.
So James that does time down the straight was overtake all the way down the straight and still couldn't get alongside Falcao.
He must have very high wings, or Falcao is very low. It's the only explanation here because Falcao's doing this with flashing, under 10% for some of the straight, and James still can't get anywhere near.
Yeah.
Because I know from Thursday that like if your wings are similar, you can both overtake each other no problem, even if the other guy has full battery. If you're within 3-4 tenths out of the final corner, the DRS will be enough. You can make it as long as you're burning the whole way. So
that's it.
There's a big wing disparity here.
They did end up side by side going through turn 2, but I think that's because Falcao half expected a dive from James into turn 1, which didn't actually come. James didn't do it.
And if you notice, Falcao's never defending the inside into turn 1 because he knows the extra grip around the outside of turn 1. He can hang it around fine, and that's happened twice now.
And then the inside works at turn 2, so
exactly.
Yeah, clever from Falcao.
Oh, James has a big swipe. What's the word?
Big moment.
Big tank slapper. Big tanks. Yeah, moment would work. Yeah, on the exit of the final corner, and now instead of attacking, he is under threat.
Formula Pain trying so hard, but just does not have the battery.
No, I've noticed that a couple times from James. He's trying a little bit too hard in the exits. There's another 3 seconds for Formula Fame there. Yeah, it's pretty rough for me. But I must say, I say that when Tolu's 4 seconds away, but they're doing well to keep with the other hard guys on the medium tyres because at this point the mediums are rough. Like Steersy on Thursday had to pit on lap 9 because his mediums had went past 80% tyre wear.
Yeah.
Now in fairness, that it shouldn't. That's bad tyre saving from him, but still, it just shows that that's possible. So the mediums do just stink like.
I'm going to ask you now, Carsey. So you started the race on mediums, okay? Let's say you are either Watson or Whale, and you're on the back of this train. What is the earliest lap you would consider pitting to undercut it and get to the front of it?
As I said,
Gunnar.
As I said, there's almost no undercut because the hards just stay the same pace the whole time, and the gap behind them's 6 seconds. So I think they're just kind of stuck here now.
Yeah, well, Wells just answered the question. Wells just answered the question. Apparently, it's the end of lap 9 because he's in.
But he might gain. By the time those guys in the hards pit, he might gain 2 to 4 seconds. Let's say.
Yeah,
but the problem is, the second they pit, they will have such significantly better tires than him for the rest of the race, and it's not like some tracks where, the mediums were on and the hards will be better again. Like I didn't find that with Tolu behind me. He pitted early, and that's kind of why I was able to keep the lead because he was holding up the fresher medium guys behind him.
Yeah.
And he had my DRS, so they couldn't pass him. Because if everyone had pitted on 19, I'd ended up 4th or 5th.
Right.
But he kind of just protected for me. So I just don't see a world where any undercut will. I'd be happy to be proved wrong, but I just don't see how any undercut will work for Whale, Gaynor, Watson over the hard guys, except for if they actually are just faster drivers and have just been kind of sitting there not pushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess for Whale, there is an element of how much faster did he feel he could drive. I mean, if they were really holding him up...
Yeah, well, that's it, yeah.
It could work for him.
But look
the bonus is,
because
Chris had pitted the previous lap, and he has come out in front of Chris, so...
Exactly, there's almost no undercut at this track. Osers comes in. Look at that gap, though, from 4th. The mediums are just toast.
Yeah, so that's Osers and Gunnar in. Yeah,
and that gap, that like 4 second gap that they've lost.
Oh, that's a yellow flag. It's Barry.
Gunnar? No,
Barry. It's Barry. Yeah, Gunnar's into the pits. Barry has crashed coming out of the final corner, and he's into the pits, which is not ideal because he was a hard starter. So this could easily turn into a 2-stop for Barry now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not possible to do 1 stop from here. But yeah, that 4 seconds that these guys have lost, and look, Ozers didn't get undercut either. that 4 seconds that these guys have lost from being, on those mediums that have fallen off, they're not even going to gain that back. Like, by the time Falcao and James Pitt, minus any errors, even if that's in 7 lap time, I don't think Ozers will come out ahead of them, and they'll just have the fresh mediums. It's just, for some reason, hard medium in this track is so far clear.
Yeah,
it's just not even comparable.
The only ones they're sort of undercutting here really are the medium runners,
are the other
Fane
medium
and
guys, exactly.
Watson. Yeah,
exactly. That's it. That's all you can do.
We've seen there. I mean, well, it's come out. He's actually lost a position to Chris, so on his out lap. But they haven't even managed to undercut Ozers, who was obviously on the one mediums.
Yeah, and he was on the more mediums, not the hards, which are going over a second a lap faster than the more mediums. So
in his Formula Fang now, so he's in an Alpine. He's going to go quite far down the garage, just over halfway.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if Ozers and the gang are able to get him. Ozers was right behind him, so
it's not looking like it right now. It's going to be pretty close.
There's a chance. There's a chance. He was right behind him. So
could come out right in the middle of this.
It is. It's just proven more and more how
he's hitting the speed line now.
Completely worthless. Yeah, they'll
he's going to come out right in the middle of it. Look, he's ahead of Well.
Yeah.
Well may just get him.
So Ozers undercut him by what? 6 tenths of a second, something like that.
Yeah.
Was his undercut. Which is crazy, considering he's in the mediums. So he's actually losing time to the hards at the front.
Yeah. Well, did get ahead of Gunnar, though, in amongst all that. So the undercuts worked a little bit. He's got ahead of Gunnar and Fane. But, as you say, he's now got the slightly more worn tyres, and he's probably going to end up battling them off all race now.
But correct me if I'm wrong, though. Was Wheel not already in front of Gunnar, or have I made that up? No, he was one behind, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was behind
Gunnar.
Yeah.
So that's, he's gained a couple of attempts then.
So there we have it.
Yeah, this is just going not great for Gunnar, like, is it?
No. James still cannot get even remotely close to Falcao down the straight at this point.
Nope.
It's just incredible, really.
He is seething. It's just the worst kind of race because it's just quite boring for him too. It's frustrating, and he just wants to get on with it.
We both know James, of course, and have spoken to him a lot in parties, playing like COD and stuff like that, and we know that right now that he is in a party going, "What wings is this guy running, mate?"
yeah. And then takes a big puff of his e-cig. Can't believe this.
I've got Carsey doing a James impression now. Excellent. So Ozers and Well next to each other on track, so we might see some teamwork from the two Ferraris, which has been happening a bit recently.
Yeah.
And there's a yellow flag
down
at turn 1. I'm just trying to find out who that is. It's Karma.
Karma, yeah,
that was coming out the pits. Yeah, that was coming out the pits. It could be like that, especially when you're pitting the hards. The temperature on them is so low. They operate at a higher temperature than the other tyres, the hards, so they can be a little bit iffy on the outlap, to be fair, especially when you first come out.
Yeah, just for reference of how this undercut's working, if Rapid was to pit now, it's likely he still comes out ahead of Chris and Ozers and Wheel. It's pretty likely.
Yeah, he's just...
There's 20-25 seconds between them.
Is it? Yeah, I was just trying to do the maths, but if you tell me that's...
Or it's 24, it's 24.
Yeah.
I was looking at Ozers.
It'd be pretty much on top. I think that is about what a pit stop is around here, about 24 seconds. So
now a penalty for James. He's so angry. He's so angry.
It's not a big thing for him because Falcao's already got one, so it's not a massive thing for James that. But
but by the looks of things, he's not going to be able to get past Falcao. At least he could have with the pen.
No. So I guess he's actually fallen out 1 second, which I assume is because he's ran off track or something. I don't know.
I watched him for half a lap there, and he was just having snaps of oversteer in every corner. He's obviously just over pushing to try get as close as he can.
Over pushing, and that could be a sign that his tyres are dropping out now. So because we are a long way into the hard stint now, so he's already back
just
in
made a move on Josh there for 15th.
So I was just
one and immediately got a penalty, unfortunately.
So we have a new train that's appeared, and that is now from Chris in P8 down to Watson in
Yep.
P13,
Yep.
and all have pitted. So Watson at the back of that group is actually the one on the freshest tyres.
Watson went 14 on the mediums, did he? He
Yeah,
did, didn't he?
yeah. I think he was probably watching
He
you
did
on.
indeed.
Watson actually is
Yeah.
bloody awesome on his tyres.
Obviously, yeah.
He,
Because I had to do some crazy tyre saving to make those.
yeah. So
Take those to 14.
at Jeddah last Sunday, we had a safety car on around about lap 7 or 8, and he pitted off the hards to the mediums and went to the end of the race. Competitive as well. So he didn't drop off. He wasn't losing places. He stayed in the exact position he was. Basically followed another driver around and got towed along around the track the whole time. But stayed exactly
He's
where
obviously
he
just
came
got
out.
the tyre saving worked out.
Yeah, seems to be able to do it very, very well.
Looks like there's no real sense of urgency from the guys at the front of this train. Like, I would expect Ozers and Wheel to want to make a move on Chris because he's got the older tyres and his raw pace doesn't seem to be like, maybe it's only a 10th or 2 difference, but if I'm them, I'm looking to get past him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Ozers was sat on, like, what was it? Something like 80% just in none on the straight, not making any kind of attempt to pressure him. So obviously they're just happy where they're at, happy with the pace right now.
Absolutely. Tolu in from lead. Ryanair is in. So that group is approaching the final corner. They're in the final corner. So obviously Tolu out way ahead of them. But Ryan will be behind. And DK as well.
I'm shocked we haven't seen a James pit to try and get the undercut to actually get ahead of Falcao, because surely he's very frustrated behind him.
If I'm James, it's lap 17 now, so if I'm James, I'm saying to myself, the end of this lap, if he doesn't move towards the pits, then I am. That is, and vice versa as well. So if he goes towards the pits, I'm staying out.
Here.
Yeah. Because James has got the energy there where he could actually try and do, I'm not necessarily saying get an overcut, but he could really go for a quali style lap.
Yeah. Although that's dangerous on these tyres, like, isn't it?
Yeah. Who's that? That's somebody in that group. That's Formula Fane. Don't know exactly what happened, but there was a yellow flag, and he picked up another 3 seconds, and has dropped off the back of the group.
There you go. Ryanair was pitted. He was 6 seconds behind these guys when they pitted, and now he's 10. So he's lost 4 seconds in all those laps of undercut.
Yeah, that's it. So it really shows just how strong the hards are at this track. It's incredible. So Falco and James both in.
Why did James follow him?
I don't know. I
Why
don't
did
know.
he do that? Let's see where they come out in comparison to this one.
Unless his tyres were literally at the point of they could actually burst. I don't know why he didn't stay out.
They're going to come out ahead of that group. They're actually going to come out fully ahead of them.
They are. Yeah.
Wow. And they've got new mediums. Wow.
So Chris is going
to
be on the back of James, but is in within the 1 second in a way. But I don't think they'll be able to hold on to him for too long. As soon as they get a little bit of temperature in these mediums, they're going to start just pulling away. And I don't think there's enough laps left that they'll be able to come back at them later on. I think they'll just be gone.
No, I learned that on Thursday. Tolu still had better tyres than me at the end, and he pitted, I think, 15 or 16 to do a massive undercut in the other guys, and his tyres were still better than mine at the end.
Yeah, so Fane back in for another stop, so maybe there was a contact with that yellow flag, and maybe he got some damage on the front wing.
Actually,
don't know.
We're playing him for still going. He's on 15 seconds of penalties, so
it's Rapid, the only one left to pit. And I believe Barry's going to have to come in for another stop because he started on hard. So in comes Rapid, and I think he's going to come out just behind that train. Again, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, that makes sense. He was in the middle of the train when they pitted, so he got to come out behind them. Like, he wasn't really ahead of them.
Yeah,
when they pitted,
but again,
James and
all those
is that a bad
laps,
stop? Is that a bad stop? Oh, never mind.
It was it did it to me as well. So there's the train just going past now. So he's going to be about 4 or 5 seconds behind. Yeah. But
But his tyres will be flying now. Let's see, what is it
Yeah,
when it settles? Like 5 seconds?
it's just going to be the problem for him is going to be getting past.
Exactly.
That you know they're all going to have DRS down the straight apart from the front one. So here we go, battle in
Watson
turn
and
one.
Wheel makes the move.
You got Watson and Well. I've got Karma, D-Kit, and Craigree. So yeah, Watson passed Whale then, and the other one stayed as it was.
That rapid gaps went from 5 seconds to 3 already.
Right.
2.9.
The Astons for the back 2
2.5.
places are right next to each other. So Avi right on the back of Kev. So let's take the opportunity to actually see a overtake. And Avi 100% battery going onto the straight. Starting to catch a bit now. Closing in. Here he goes for P18. Past his teammate. Kev didn't want to give it up, but yeah, he's got 4-lap fresher tyres. No, sorry, Kev's got the 4-lap fresher tyres. So they might keep battling those two.
Why not? Why not? Look at that. James and Falcao got Chris by 5 seconds and 2 laps. Rapids caught up by 2.5 in 1 lap, so it's 2.5 seconds a lap right now difference. Which is crazy, like, that is an insane delta. Yeah, I don't think Rapid will have much issue getting past anyone with that. Even if they have DRS, it's just such a delta.
So Gunnar has fought his way into 6th. He's now on the back of Ozers, who seems reluctant at the moment to try and make a move on Chris. I mean, Gunnar's not going to hold back. If he gets even the slightest little chance of trying to get past Ozers, he's going to try and take it. So I think Ozers needs to make a decision. I mean, he's penalty free, so there's no reason for him not to.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He is just chilling.
Yeah.
Look, Rapid's caught up already. He's there.
As we get a yellow when it's Avi.
Avi retires in the pit lane. So look at the difference in speed Rapid's able to carry over Wheel. That is insane. Holy moly. Here we go, let's see.
Yeah.
Does Wheel try to defend it? I mean, is there much point in wasting? Yeah, he's not. He's let off the overtake. Rapid will just be able to... I mean, Rapid could probably go around his outside of turn 1 if he fancied it. Like, look at that. Oh my goodness me.
It's just so much more grip. That's mad.
It's like he's driving against an F3 car.
Yeah, I'm just going to go down the order a little bit because there is a car that has just retired in the pits, returning to track. But no, it looks like everybody got past it before it went into turn 1, so we're all safe. It's just there was a group of cars that were approaching it, and it doesn't ghost.
Inside of the hairpin. Oh, it's a
side of Watson.
Move to Watson, but look at that. No problem on the exit.
But yeah.
Especially on Watson.
Yeah.
Watson will not give you a position easily. He will not
he'll
stand to the side and say, go on ahead, sir.
No, absolutely. Watson, he battles everything, does Watson, and fair play to him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a game, you're not going to hurt anyone.
No, exactly. Only feelings. That isn't a retired car, that is a car round at turn 1. That was Formula Fane. He's back going again.
His race started off so strong too.
Yeah, strong start to the race. Really, really strong quality, but it's just gone all downhill, unfortunately for him. But
James finally gets Falcao.
Oh my word! I missed it.
They're still side by side.
No, they're side by side.
They're still side by side.
James has got the inside, but
it's
I don't think he's quite going to get there.
It's a good move.
Oh, he does get there. Sorry, I've got the cars mixed up the wrong way round.
A great move. Really, really great move.
Rapid making such great moves, but he picks up another 3 seconds doing it. He's past Gunnar. Watson getting past Gunnar. What's happened to Gunnar? Did he make a mistake, maybe?
He's not looking like the title winner that I've been hearing of, you know?
No, just not on it.
Just everyone has off weeks, like everyone has an off week.
Absolutely. I mean, he has still moved forward from where he started. But it's looking like
Rapid
a
on Ozers now.
great chance for James to get that gap down. Josh in for softs to the end of the race. So yeah, let's stick with Ozers and Rapid and see this, because Rapid is still moving. It's forming a feint. Retires in the pits. Feint, if you are listening, you need a screenshot of any damage you might have for the reason for your retirement.
Rapid was going faster than Ozers, pulled out of the slipstream, and then was going slower than him when he wasn't in the slipstream anymore.
But he goes through. So Rapid ahead of Ozers into P5, but Ozers sat there very nicely with no pens. As well, by the way. So both Ferraris set to gain places at the end of this race.
True, yes. Rapid's got 9 seconds. It didn't look until now. Rapid's got 9.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing is,
fine, really.
If he can get to the front of this group, he probably could pull away at the moment, as finds himself so much more grip than Chris through the corner that he just gives him a little kiss on the back. But yeah, he'd probably be able to pull away from the group, but he's not going to pull 9 seconds away.
I know, I don't think so. I mean, I could see him gain like maybe 6, but I think 9's maybe too far of a stretch unless.
I think his mediums will have taken a bit of battering getting through this group as well.
Yeah, that's it.
I just don't think the tyres will allow him to pull that sort of gap. But yeah, you're right. I mean, he wouldn't have to pull that out over Chris, of course, who's got a penalty, or Watson Gunnar.
I see, here comes Rapid on Chris now. Should be a very easy move. It'd be silly for Chris to even try and defend this. You're racing your own race right now.
So through goes Rapid.
Let's see how good his tyres still are. Let's see how quickly he's able to disappear now. Here comes Gregory on D-Kit, by the way, for P11. Just a customary move, nothing.
Into turn 1.
Crazy.
No, second move into turn 1. Well done from Gregory. That's P11. Yep. I did miss it, by the way, but Falco got back past James and is now pulled away slightly from him.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Wonder if James made a mistake. Falco does have 6 seconds, though.
Yeah, so. Oh, well, there you go. James, 3 seconds. Almost on cue.
It's like I give him a wee nudge. Say, come on, James, it'd be funny. Give it a go here. Watson on 12-second penalties, by the way.
Just hear James again. It's come on, no way! I was definitely in the white line. Not a chance. Fuck off, mate.
He's definitely having a moan there. This game.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Rapid's still coming. Rapid's got 2 odd seconds and Chris went up there.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong, because he is flying.
I think he'll make the 6 seconds on Chris. It's whether he'll be able to make the 9 seconds to end up ahead of Ozers too.
Yeah. It's Ozers and well, he needs to pull 9 seconds over.
I am very shocked that anyone started in the mediums, to be honest, after Thursday. They just mustn't have watched or heard anything about it. Yeah. It's very frustrating not knowing that you probably could have had like if you're any of Chris Ozers, Watson, Gunnar, Whale, you're probably thinking if I had just started in the other tyres and nothing else changed, I'd have been in the fight for a podium here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Very frustrating.
Just to let people know, that yellow flag was Kev just moving out the way, letting people through.
Good on him.
As D-Kit gets back past Gregory. And they got Karma involved as well. Karma's right in there as well. A nice little battle through the slow left-hander there, and then through a different part of the track. So we've seen, well, we haven't seen any battling going on anywhere apart from the straight as well. Whale picks up 3 seconds.
3 seconds. This is first 3 seconds of the race, so he won't be able to make it up on Gunnar, but Watson, he'll still be able to make up.
Right, good. Good. That's what I'll be saying.
Aye, for fuck's sake. We hit one of them, he did. Yeah, good.
good. Oh dear. Gregory. Well, DKit's just pulled away, which is going to leave Gregory vulnerable here to Karma.
Yeah. Good pace from DKit there in that last lap. Very impressive to make that gap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely. Watson picks up 3 seconds. They're going thick and thin at the moment.
3 seconds to get the rapid now.
So
I think Ozers needs to make the move on Chris. His tires are 2 laps nearer than his.
yeah,
I think he should make the move on Chris, and just because I feel like he can probably just go a couple of tenths a lap quicker than what Chris is doing, which should be enough to, keep the position on time, Mr. Rapid.
yeah. I still think the laps will run out on Rapid, even at the pace he's going at the moment, but you just don't
4
know.
seconds.
The other thing,
That'll be close.
You sit behind another car. You're also any mistakes that Chris makes, Ozers effectively makes as well.
Ozers is making effectively, yeah. Absolutely.
Watson goes flying off the track there. That's definitely a warning.
Yeah. He's on 15 seconds now.
We've reached this point with the hards where they're getting a little bit worn at this stage now, and they're all following
and yet
each
the
other in the
mediums
dirty
just
air.
Still seem nice, like.
Yeah, it's why the hard medium is so good around here, because the mediums just hold on much better with the lower fuel, I think.
Yeah. 4.2. This is going to be very interesting. Rapid needs to get the foot down, but so does Chris. But if Chris can't, his tires are 17 laps old.
Yeah, exactly. As you said,
I do think he's got Chris. I do think he's got Chris sorted, because he only needs 1.5 more because Chris is on 3 seconds.
For the people watching at home there, I'll bring the penalties up so that they can see exactly what's happening. I don't usually do that, but I think when you got a track like Qatar where people are picking them up left, right, and centre, you sort of have. There's Josh getting his second one. So there's not really anywhere else I can look at the moment, guys. This is where the battle is.
Yeah, this is the big battle here.
DK, Gregory, and Karma are still battling, but Gregory, the only one that's pen free, so ultimately he's going to be the one that takes that 11th spot. So, yeah, in terms of championship though, it's a good week for James. Even if he can't get Falcao, he's going to gain points on Gunnar. For the drivers. In terms of the constructors, the RB is currently in 3 and 10, the Ferrari's in 6 and 9, but both looking like they're going to gain places. So will Ryan actually, because he's going to gain off of Watson, Gunnar and Wells. So actually, yeah, at the moment Ryan would go ahead of the second Ferrari, so it's going to be a big points gain.
Oh, Chris makes a
RB.
mistake. No, Ozers makes a mistake. Sorry, Watson and Ozers alongside each other now, and Watson really burning on the exit of turn 2.
See, that's another reason.
Ozers is flashing. He's making the move. Side by side. Good move from Watson there.
This is the thing.
Not that it matters.
Well, I can see Ozers is using the old overtake and none driving style, and that is the only thing. It will leave you vulnerable if the car behind isn't doing that. And
well, here's the thing. Look at his battery. It could just use more overtake. You know what I mean?
Very true, yeah. It doesn't need to have 100% battery or close to it every time you reach the main straight.
That's it. That is it. You can just use more if he needs to.
It's what I was going to say. I would say if I'm Moses there, no offense to Watson, but Watson would probably be the last driver I want alongside me at this stage of the race when I'm trying to hold on to penalty. At this moment in time, Rapid is about half a second away from getting out of Ozer's penalty range.
Rapid's going to have this comfortably, I think.
We move on to the final lap.
Fairly comfortably.
This has flown by. It feels like it's flown by, even though there's
been... Watson on Chris now. And that's just slowing them up for Rapid.
Yeah, it's just broken
doing Rapid
into
an absolute solid.
Completely into Rapid's hands. It's still about half a second that Rapid needs on this final lap. So
Rapid can't see Ozers in his delta. He has no idea. No,
that's very true. As the yellow flag
it'll be fine though. It will have it.
Karma. Yeah, Karma's dropped off of that group. He's just had a little moment.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Turn 1.
Yeah, Rapid's got it in Ozers already. Let's see Tolu. Tolu's left. Tolu's
Tolu
disconnected in the last
disconnects
sector.
on the last.
Thankfully for him, it shouldn't matter. If that happened maybe 20 seconds earlier, he could be in a bad place. But Tolu,
Yeah.
as much as he's not driving, comes to win across the line.
So Tolu takes victory in Qatar. Falcao round the final corner. James in close proximity, but Falcao takes second. James with the final podium spot. Rapid is going to cross the line at P4, and I think he's going to stay there. Well, he is going to stay there.
Yep.
So Chris will cross in P5, but will drop a little bit. Watson is going to plummet down the order. So Ozer's up to 5, Chris to 6, where I think he will stay. Ryan moves up to 7th, that's massive for RB. Gunnar 8th, Whale 9, Watson down to 11. Gregory P10, wow. Watson down to 11, I think that is where he finished. So yeah, DKit 12. Karma crosses 13, he will stay there. Robin will come in 14. Just to clarify that Kev hasn't DNF'd, he's already crossed the line. He's left a session, so it's changed into a DNF, but I'll try and remember not to. Well, it's not me that does stand-ins, but whoever does it can, I think, well, try and do that correctly.
There you go. The top medium hard runner finished 27.6 seconds behind the top hard medium runner.
Yeah, so. Oh, definitely write that one down for Let's So Do.
Yeah, Qatar. I will never be doing that again at Qatar. I promise you that.
I missed it, says Rabbi. Well, Rabbi.
Watch it back.
Yeah, that's the good thing, mate. It's all recorded.
Ignore Discord, no spoilers.
So, Tolu with a very, very strong victory. The sort of victory that his pace has threatened across the season, but hasn't really happened. But Falcao and James battle the whole race, but in the end it's Falcao that comes up with P2, James with P3. Rapid, very, very good P4. It's that time though. Carsey, we think about driver of the day.
I haven't even considered it.
There's shouts out for Tolu. I think Ryanair, Ozers. I think those are the three for me that I'm going to ask you to choose between.
I think probably Ryanair's my guy out of the people that didn't get penalties.
Yeah, okay. So there you go. Ferrari drivers, Ozers and Whale. You can blame Carsey for giving RB an extra point in the championship. Fastest lap, just so I've said it, is 1:23.281 from Tolu. No surprise there. That's about it, guys. I don't think there's an awful lot to go over other than saying, wow, the hard to medium is just absolutely ultimate at Qatar for some strange reason that we cannot explain.
It's usually weak everywhere else.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work so well pretty much anywhere else. But there you go. I think the other thing with Qatar, I mean, it's seriously the better strategy, and it is a low risk for safety cars. So possibly the lowest risk of the season, to be fair, because the runoffs are so large.
Apart from Monaco, where there's a glitch that you can't get a safety car.
You can get safety cars this year at Monaco.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, on Thursday we had like 5 crash outs and not one virtual.
Yeah, I don't know
just be a glitch.
why that happened for us unless it's been sort of reintroduced. I don't know, but I've definitely seen races in other leagues that have had safety cars at Monaco, and had them myself as well. I've definitely been in a safety car at Monaco myself this year. So yeah, I don't know why we didn't get any, but you're right, we should have had them. Unless did we turn it off? I can't remember. I know.
No, we had it on.
Yeah, and we have it on standard, so I don't know why, but yeah, there we go. That's about it then, mate. So, Ravi says driver of the day, joint Hilly and Carsey. There we go. Aw.
How lovely.
We get an extra point. We're on the board. Guy. We're on the board on Tuesdays, Carsey.
Yeah, I'm on the board on Tuesday. I'm not even allowed to race here, and I'm on the board.
Right, okay, that's about it then, guys. Carsey, thank you ever so much for joining me. And from what you said earlier, hopefully we'll have you well, as
Yeah, I
often
should
as
be able to be
possible.
here most weeks. Yeah, I should most
Yeah,
weeks.
which would be awesome to have you. So thank you very much. I'm going to go into the Discord and make sure there's no fighting going on at this point. I don't think there is. I don't think there's a lot,
No,
apart
it's
from
not.
maybe the
Everyone
incident at the
seems in a good
start.
enough
But
mood.
yeah, so yeah, there we go. Thank you to everybody that's watched along. Thank you to everybody who watched the stream back at a later point. Really appreciate it, guys. Don't forget the race on Thursday, which will be being streamed by Delano. So he's our new Thursday commentator, so thank you very much, Delano. Don't know if you'll hear this, but thank you very much for stepping up and doing that. So please join him and give him some support. He has done it before. He's a fantastic commentator, so please join him. And then on Sunday, hopefully we'll have Brian back this week. He was away with family last week, so hopefully we'll have him back this week for the Sunday race at Brazil. So there we go. Good night. God bless. See you again soon, guys.